we're off and running here in Minneapolis. Tip goes to Northwestern.
We know how many minutes their starters play. How does Northwestern handle the zone?
It's Nance with the triple try, and he knocks it down from the corner in Evanston. Nance now defending Curry. Spin move, and he gets the turnaround to fall. This one from the corner, a couple of threes now for the Cats. Barron, a 36% three-point shooter here this year. And Northwestern starts out a perfect 2 for 2. Threes are wild here all of a sudden as Loewe gets his first point. Curry from the baseline. Again, that's a matchup here to watch. Pete Nance and Eric Curry. Kick out, checking his feet. E.J. Stevens knocks it down on a corner tray. 4 3-point makes combined between these two teams. There's a rare 2-point look there for Northwestern. Robbie Barron gets it to go. These two teams split last year. One time in the regular season. Northwestern won on this court. Minnesota took it in the Big Ten tournament. There's another 3-point shot.
Willis, this afternoon, someone was going to have to step. And I love the pace at which Minnesota, you know they're going to slow it down, but they're cutting with a purpose. They're playing with a purpose.
Kind of dictating the pace here early, and a quick 5 points there for back. Making a hefty load of their shot attempts here so far, and then getting back and sitting in that zone. Sutherland with the take and the lay-in.
In both of those games, so they've got to make some shots.
At Ohio State and at Penn State, both of those losses, here's a turnover. It's another way to generate here some offense. Sutherland on the push and some transition points for Minnesota.
The energy of the barn helps, and I think we're seeing that right now early on in this game.
That game against the Scarlet Knights, January 22nd, they were without Battle, without Stevens, and without Curry for the game. How about that? Battle with a little stare down. He's got an and one coming.
Coach John, they got to make shots. I don't know if he's talking about making shots like that, but a little step back. I love it.
Sitting at 7 points here to begin with. Now, the way Minnesota responds to being shorthanded, you never want to lose players, but you got to tip your hat to the way that they step up as Barry gets his first bucket. Everything tipping towards Minnesota's side, at least to begin with. 7 assists on the 8 made buckets here so far. Battle with the pump fake, kicks it out to Loewe, has a wide open look. That's the way things have been going for the Gophers. Daniels over to Battle, takes the handoff. Thought about it, gives it back up to Loewe, who takes it inside, and Loewe goes all the way in for 2. He's approaching that 1,000 career point mark that Jamison Battle just reached on Thursday. 7 to shoot. Nance with the back down, beautiful move. Nance has 5 and Barron has 5. Your leading scorers here on the Wildcats side. Only 3 players have scored here for Northwestern. Meanwhile, Minnesota continues to be hot, hot, hot. Jab step, that's a 2 there for Battle. Still has only missed 1 shot. He's got 9. He's 3 of 5 shooting from back there. Alley-oop try, and it's good. Casey Simons for his first. Nance, they're going to give him that shot apparently, the little 15-footer.
And that's what you give up in that zone.
When they've been ahead by some, when they've been behind by some. You know, the story is the close games that they've had that they haven't been able to convert. And up top, Trayton Thompson, who's probably going to get some more playing time, knocks out his first shot.
It's good to be young and naive. And that's what Thompson reminds me of a little bit. You know.
Nance again. Gonna have to start defending that shot. Thompson will come up to screen here for Stevens. Now 6 to shoot. E.J. Stevens pulls and fires. Hits from deep. My goodness, are they hot?
That, you know, Northwestern gets really lucky on, but really good job defensively there.
Simmons hangs, can't get that one to fall. We'll see how this affects the offense here for Minnesota. Now 4 to shoot, someone's got to pull the trigger. Stevens, again, fakes the pass, he pulls. Can't stop him, no matter what you throw at. And when you're ball faking to a guy like Battle, you're gonna bite on that ball fake. There's a 2 there for Northwestern. Gets a second opportunity, uh-oh, Loewe. How about a 3rd chance here for Minnesota? They're taking it inside, Sutherland. That's just hustle points and a hustle possession for the Gophers. He struggled shooting the basketball. There's the tip that falls for Simmons. Oh, Northwestern needed that badly. Their 10th bucket of the first half. First touch, no surprise, goes to Jamison Battle. Looking for the back down. Audige tried to draw the charge, didn't get it. We got a flopping violation. And some of these other players here this year, they got about 5 games left. All against unranked opponents. There's a take there for Bowie. 8 points now for Bowie.
Great cut to the front of the rim by Loewe.
Bowie will pull up, and he hits his first 3-point make of the game.
Northwestern's got to move the ball, get the defense to move side to side, work that high post angle, short corners.
Oh, that baseline look. Chase Audige got him up in the air for.
And it's not just because I was a Badger either. You look at this.
I was just about to say, you know,
there's no bias right there.
Twitter timeline is filling up. Like, of course, the Badger's going to pick the Badger.
They've got stops, Lisa. Like that's how they've been able to do this.
Loewe trying to end that run a little bit. Stevens, what a move! He burned the whole Wildcat defense on that play. Battle with the lefty finish. He's got 15. Well, Battle is right at his average, almost 15 points. Loewe with 16, Stevens with 11, and a 7-0 run here from Minnesota that ends there with the Greer bucket. Curry trying to free up Loewe, and he does. That's a 2. A rare 2 there for Luke Loewe. 14 of the 16 second-half points from those 2 players. Backdoor look. Everything's going right here for the Gophers. Well, in and around, in particular, close to the rim. There's Paddle with that fadeaway. Off the 1 foot to boot. Where would the offense come from? Where would the points come from? Where would some of the leadership come from? Minnesota is answering all of those questions here today. Pete Nance above the rim play. Inside the paint. Loewe, sidestep, going for that career high. It's a 6 3-point make, and he ties a career high. What a day for Luke Loewe. Bowie inside the paint for 2. He's got 13 here in the game. From the out of bounds. 25 second-half points here for Minnesota.
Great look by Loewe on that out of bounds, too. Just a little no-look.
Bowie from up top straight away. As a matter of fact, 16 points. Turnover, and Nance has a clear path for that. That Minnesota will face. It's a ranked opponent left on their schedule. There's the pick from Chase Audige. Gets a few of those. And the flush. 68 here today, including the 11 3-point makes. Loewe, quick pass, good ball movement, and one! Sutherland with the flush. Another turnover. Sutherland on the push. Whoa, they're having fun in mini. Thompson off to Simmons, I'm sorry. Well, this Northwestern team ran into a Minnesota team that was energized, that was focused. Everybody getting involved. Gopher, less all alone. Knocks it down. His first points of the game. He was 0 for 6 before that shot. They needed the win, and they got all 3 of those here in Minneapolis today.
At least then they played together, and that's the biggest thing. They moved the ball right away from the beginning. Very impressive performance by Minnesota. We've seen it once this year. Now we've seen it again.